Yeah. So that's really interesting. You have the VP of sales, but the BDR team still sits under marketing, which I love. It's still relatively unusual though within B2B to have like the top of funnel generation and then the outbound motion, which you said was kind of the big piece when you came in. So why does that work for Nory, and how does it change as maybe you're hiring the VP of sales and like evaluating how the functions work together?
So again, first of all, there are stages of the company. So at the stage in which we were, and probably we are today, it was making sense for us to make this move. I don't like too much of thinking about, for example, marketing and partnership at top of the funnel and the BDR motion at, I don't know, mid of the funnel. If you think about everything that is from brand awareness on going down into the funnel, what's the main goal? It's pipeline generation. It's meeting booked for the sales team. The meeting booked can arrive inbound, can arrive through a partner, and can arrive through outbound motion. Yeah. So the reality is that they are going after the same goal. Now, I think that when you are maturing more, and also you have your sales team that is outbounding and generating their own pipeline, you need to create consistency. So there is going to be a moment in which potentially the BDR function needs to sit under the sales team. I think that our test was really interesting for at least two things. First of all, having more maturity also within the marketing and the partnership team on pipeline generation and responsibility of okay, this is the impact that we can have every month from a revenue contribution standpoint. And the second is when you are building your brand and you're building your positioning, you're constantly changing your messaging. The value proposition remains the same, you know that.
Yeah.
The messaging changes. And if you have this constant collaboration in between the BDR function that is outbounding and, for example, the marketing one, your learning path, it's super fast. I can give you an example. We were testing an angle of a campaign in paid, a meta ads, and we recognized that was the most effective one. So what we did, we took the same concept, the same messaging, and we asked the BDR of testing this messaging more, and was working more the other angles.
Yeah.
And so this kind of sync, I think that is important to have. But when the team is more mature and when you have more template, when your messaging is more solid, your value proposition is more solid, I think that the BDR can sit under sales. Outbound can become one important channel. You have a strong collaboration in between the account executive people, the BDR people, and you can move forward. So I think that it can be phased and depends on the context and also on the seniority that you have within